Yo, welcome back to the channel, man. Mr. Mosley. If this is your first time here, please subscribe, like, comment, engage with your boy. It's Wednesday, February 26th. Just got up, cleaned up real quick. Out here in sunny California, man, it's 80 degrees. It was cold for the longest, you know what I mean? Now it's getting a little warmer in Cali. It might go up and down till about next month or April, where it get kind of more solid in the 70s. You know what I mean? So I ain't taking a jacket today. I'm about to go walk. I was going to do this quick little video, just a little intro to the day or whatever. Like I said, we just woke up, cleaned up and all that good stuff. You know what I mean? Check the social medias. You know how you do when you wake up, man. We got our phones. Everything is in our phones, man. Our whole life is in our phones, man. We got to see if anybody called us, text us, any notifications, anybody freaking got fraud on our credit cards or our debit cards. You know what I mean? Checking a few things. I'm in fantasy basketball, so I'm checking all that. Checking the world. See, social media is really like the world. You could get the good, the bad, and the ugly, right? So you could get the good, like what you like. You start seeing it. You could get the bad, just drama and all that stuff. You could get the ugly, people that died and all that. And then you get the news and all that. You know what I mean? You get the news, see what's going on, see what's going on in the world. You know what I mean? So it's a gift and a curse with social media, man. It's not all bad. You know what I mean? So sometimes you do got to take a little break and be like, man, listen, man, I ain't looking at that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm tired of looking at this drama and this fake whatever. You know what I mean? So cleaned up, just did my 100 push-ups. Yo, I just seen something, man. And I know they professionals or whatever, but I'm like, damn. This fool was like, yo, I do 2,500 push-ups a day. I said, damn, boy, I ain't gonna lie. You do 2,500 push-ups in a day. You eat right for that month. Whoo, you'll be looking like a new person, right? 2,500 push-ups, and I'm just doing my little 100. Hey, man, don't let that discourage y'all, man. If y'all just starting out, keep doing your little 25, 50, 75 push-ups. Stay consistent. You know, we regular. You know what I mean? We hard-working people. We got 9-to-5 jobs. You know what I mean? We ain't athletes. You know what I'm saying? To the non-athletes. You know, shout out to the athletes because that's your job. I wish I could have a job like that to where that was just me. I just worked out. I got better. You know what I mean? But I chose this life. Hey, it is what it is. As y'all can see, man, I got the C3 photo booth hats. They just came in. I just got a notification. We talking about notifications. About 2 weeks ago, it takes about 2 weeks. We got some shirts made with our photo booth logo on it. You know, polo shirts. I got one for my daughter, one for my girl, and one for me, so we could be professional at these places. So we got the hats. You know what I mean? It's just the first edition. You might have different editions of the hats. You know what I mean? Sometimes I might not wear the hat. And then we got the polo shirts that just came in. I'm gonna call my girl. Gonna call me when she arrive, and I'm gonna ask her just to look at the shirts, see if she like them. Isn't anything we should change on the next ones? But we got an event on Sunday. It's a baby shower, so you'll see me in those. We gonna get some content there. You know, post it. We got to get our YouTube channel up. We got the Instagram, Facebook. We need to start getting TikTok going. TikTok and YouTube. TikTok and YouTube. Start putting on some shirts. Start making some tutorials with the equipment I got. And just start making some skits. Start doing some funny stuff. You know what I mean? Give out some deals or whatever for the months. You know what I mean? We just trying to get this foundation going. It ain't too much about the money right now because I paid all of this. My girl helped me out. We paid all of it in cash. We didn't use no loans. We didn't use no credit cards. So we want this for the future, man. 5, 10, 15, 20 years from now, this is what I want to do. You know what I mean? Not so much my girl, she's doing it because I'm doing it, but she has her own little thing she want to do, which is so cool. We building for that. You know what I mean? We getting our credit right, building that. Go get the personal credit. Go get our LLCs and our names and all that stuff. So yeah, we just gonna be building and all that good stuff. So as you can see, we got the hats. You know what I mean? Got to show that off. I got business cards. If anybody asks, like, what's that? Blah, blah, blah. I got the business card. You know what I mean? Book us. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? We affordable. You know what I mean? It's for a good cause. You know what I mean? Birthdays, quinceañeras, baby showers, graduations, big celebrations, corporate jobs. You know what I mean? C3 Photo Booth, man, Tucson, Arizona. We got y'all. So yeah, I knocked out my 100 push-ups. I'm about to go walk. This video is going to be about my job history. So I think this is going to be a good video. Just all my jobs, man. We're going to break it down, how much I made, the years. Was it enough money? You know, we always say, like, damn, like, you want to make a lot of money. You know what I mean? Everywhere you go, you're hard working, you're taking your time out. But you also, like, when you kind of look at it when you get older and you kind of look at, like, how you lived and what you thought about, like, it is so, like, bro, when I tell you, if you wasn't worried about that stuff, about the materialistic stuff, about the fashion, the shoes, the clothes, the jewelry, the cars, just worrying about, like, I wouldn't say you worried about what other people think of you, but you just wanted to have like an image of yourself, like, this is me, you know, I'm successful, you know what I mean? I ain't out here looking like a bum. If you didn't care about that, bro, like, let's be realistic, bro. If you took care of yourself, you know what I mean? If you had a decent job, you know, I'm not talking about like McDonald's or something. Shout out to those workers too. We need all those workers. No knock. But if you had kind of like a decent job where you made, like, you know, I'm talking about back in the day, like, you know, 16, 17, 18, you could top out at around 20, 25, you know what I mean? And you lived under your means and you invested into 401k, Roths, or high yield savings, or all that good stuff, you know what I mean? If you started you like a small business, bro, you'll be well off 20, 25 years. You could retire in your 40s with that small business you had. You'll have enough money. Like, man, I'm just telling you, bro, it's doable. It's doable. To all my young folks that's in your 20s, it's doable. You can do it, man. You can do it. If you don't worry about, you might have to have that lane where you kind of going crazy for a few years where you just like, man, I'm just spending. Yes, I'm living paycheck to paycheck. Boop, 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 boop. But get out of that quick and you're going to be successful. So we're going to talk about all the jobs I done been through till I'm the job I'm at right now. And just talk about the pay, you know what I mean? Talk about where I was living, you know what I mean? Was I making enough? Was I spending too much? You know what I mean? Should I have way more? You know, as I could say, I should have way more money, but I'm in a good position. I don't really have any debt at all. The only real debt I got, to be honest with you, is my girl's car. And I'm looking to pay that off. It's at $16,000, right? And we got a few other things that's totaling up to about $20,000. So once we get those off, bro, I'm telling you, when you get out of debt, bro, when you're not paying that minimum and paying all this interest and you know what I mean? You're not just out here every time you get your check, you buying unnecessary stuff. Nowadays, bro, like, I be looking at this stuff like it's not going nowhere, right? Like, I'm not saying like I got to get this stuff because I might be dead tomorrow. I don't live like that no more. I don't live like that. I have life insurance, so if anything did happen to me, my family is straight, right? Family is straight. Hopefully they do the necessary stuff to make that money stretch and they good. You know what I mean? No GoFundMe's for me over here. No GoFundMe's. You know what I mean? Everybody straight. Everybody good, man. They way better than what we is right now if you know, I die with the life insurance money. You know what I mean? But we ain't got that much debt, bro. Like, once you get out of that debt, you're so good, bro. I swear, bro, you could be saving so much more money. What I be trying to do with my money now, since I got this photo booth business, to be honest with you, inside of the photo booth business, we got the photo booth, we got props, we got backdrops, we got the red carpet experience, we got the jackery. So all those things inside of the business can be rentable. So those are actually businesses within themselves. So what I be doing with my money is just started this year. I gotta get it back up. You know, knocked out a few debt from Christmas and, you know, the holidays. When I be looking at my money, I be like, man, let me get another double-sided backdrop. I can rent these out. Let me get a Jackery. Let me get uh the more red carpet experience with the stanchions and the ropes and all that stuff. Because people be loving that stuff, you know what I mean? And some of that stuff could get paid off either the same day or a month or two. So once you pay it off, you just collecting profit, collecting profit, collecting profit, collecting profit. Everybody else probably get referred to everybody else, you know what I mean? And what you got to think about this stuff, because I kind of thought about it, it's like a lot of people don't think business wise. A lot of people be too worried in like themselves, their kids, their situations. It's not too many people that think business. You know what I mean? So you got your people that deal with business, and you got your people that want to buy. Like I was a buyer for the longest. I never thought about business. I never thought about like buying something and making a profit of it. You know what I mean? Renting some out. There's not too many people that think like that. You will always have people in business, and you will always have people that want to buy. It's just the world. It's always going to be like that. It's never going to change. It's never going to change. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, they don't have places to put this stuff. They might live in an apartment, 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom apartment with this stuff. And it's like, where do I put it? You know what I mean? So they better off like, man, I got to worry about, a lot of people are in debt, bro. A lot of people are in debt, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I was there. I was there, bro. But I don't want to get too long on this video. I could talk forever. I need to go walk. I got to go pick up something at the job, so I got to get out of here. We're going to speed walk. We might run a little bit. It's a little warm. It's like I said, it's still 80 degrees. The sun is going down. It's a little dark out here. So on the ride along, by the time it's probably like an hour, 2 hours before I get to my destination, we go put on the first person view, and we're going to talk about my jobs. So we out. Yo, yo, yo. Let me see. Yeah, we back, man. Ah, man, this fool gotta back up, bro. Let me get through, bro. Appreciate you. I don't know why you trying to bag up, bro. You ain't getting that. Yo, we back, man. Mr. Mosey, you already know what it is. We about to break down this job history, man. I ain't really had too many jobs. But once I got in trucking, you know what I mean, I tried to get why did he go all the way up and then try to go all the way back? Oh my God. I just filled up. Damn near half the pumps is down. So you know that took a minute, man. You know, people got to pump. Some people not pumping. They chilling, taking a little 30-minute break. They going in because there's no parking. So they parking at the pumps to take a shower. It's just, oh man, dog. You know how it go, man, if you're a trucker. It's all bad. Try to get this view right. Try to get this, man. We shake rattling and rolling, man. We try to get on the highway for y'all. Man. Alright. Alright. Alright, man. Job history, man. My first job was at McDonald's. Shout out to McDonald's for hiring your boy. Because at the time, I was living with my grandma, man. Grandma took me in, showed me a lot of love, man. She gave me some time. I'm not even gonna hold you. She gave me some time. But it's one of them things where like your elders, they might think you be BSing around, right? But all actuality with me, I just couldn't find a job at the time. I was trying. I was putting in them apps, and maybe because my uncle was going through it with his son, where you kind of just like, I was real kind of nonchalant. You know what I mean? Like hoping they would give me the job type thing. And with these jobs, man, you got to be wanting to. I found out though, this is before I even got into trucking, like when I was doing warehouse. You got to tell them you want to be here and only here, nowhere else. I want to work for you. Let me work. I want to be here forever. That's what they want to hear. I want to be here forever. I don't want to work for nobody else. So what I was doing, like, yeah. So I didn't get the job. And this is the same place too, right? And man, at the time, I was just trying to get a job because, grandma helped me out here and there. But, you know what I mean? She wasn't going to give me anything. A job would have got me. You know what I mean? So it took a while for me to get a job. Maybe it took like a year or whatever. But I got that lucky call. You know what I mean? Shout out McDonald's. I think the dude was Mike. Shout out Mike. I think he was the store manager, maybe. His sister, Brooke, she was like the freaking manager of, like, the store. Now, okay, so he was the store manager. I don't know how you call these, right? She was the actual manager or lead shift or something. But her brother was the store manager or whatever. So it was cool. Got up in there, you know what I mean? Listen, bro, when you first get your first job, bro, especially at a fast food, bro, it's fun, man. And when you that young, you probably thinking like, man, I'm gonna be here forever. Like, man, I'm staying here, you know what I mean? Because it'd be so cool. You ain't really paying no bills. You know what I mean? You don't know what the hell that is. You ain't really paying no rent or mortgage. You know what I mean? You ain't got a car at the time. I ain't have a car. So just be thinking about them things where you thinking you gonna work somewhere forever. You know what I mean? Man, when you start really paying your own bills and it's a lot, bro. Anyway, got that job. I think I was making about $6.75 or whatever, bro. It didn't even matter what I was making, bro. I was just trying to get me a J-O-B. You know what I mean? Get grandma off of me. You know what I mean? So I think I was taking a bus. Shout out to the bus. I was in Sacramento taking a bus. And then at times I was riding a bike. I ain't gonna lie. And it was a while too. It was probably like a bike ride, probably like 30 minutes, 30, 45 minutes. You know what I mean? So that was cool. Started there, worked there for about, I want to say, 2-3 years. You know what I mean? Worked there for about 2-3 years. Somebody trying to let me go. 2-3 years or whatever. And it was straight, man. Listen, when you get your first job, man, you should hopefully, probably like 90-95% of the time, you know what I mean? You probably gonna be living with somebody. You really ain't gonna have a lot of responsibility. So your checks, you know what I mean? Whatever checks you get, you probably gonna be buying like whatever you want to buy. Everything you always wanted to buy, you know what I mean? Like your parents that was like, ugh, I can't get you all that. You know what I mean? So you start going crazy with your little $200, $300 checks. I thought I was everything, buying Jordans and everything. Everybody telling me, you know what I mean? You start like, listen, bro, it's a big thing, especially in uniform with these jobs. Listen, when you outside uniform and when you in uniform, it's two totally different people. You know what I mean? So I know when I had got like my first few checks, I went to go get me some gear, went to go get me some Jordans. Then I pulled up back to the job, you know what I mean? Got my check, and like everybody like, ooh, you know what I mean? Crazy. But listen, I worked there, $6.75, you know what I mean? Light checks. Then I went to, actually the homie was working for somebody, and I was just like, you know what I mean? You like, I think $6.75, then it went to $7. But I was kind of like maxed out at like 7 something, right? I was like, whatever. Homie was working for somebody. I didn't know what it was, but he told me $10 an hour. I hopped right up on that. He ain't told me that was big labor. So they were like wiring these cable wires. Like it wasn't a cable company. It was like, I don't know. It's like them little green things. If you know the little green things by your house, I forgot what those was, but we was installing those everywhere. But You had to dig. So like, just think, like, it was a bunch of Hispanics, right? It's a couple black dudes, right? Shout out to the Hispanics because they hard workers, right? I know they was loving whenever they got new people. They know they ain't really have to like work so hard. They could do the job easy, but man, listen, bro. I had to grab that shovel and I had to dig, bro. That was something I was like, ooh, it was $10 an hour. I got my paper, but it was like, you know what I mean? So I probably worked there for like a year, $10 an hour. So I went from 675, 7, then straight up 10. Hard work though. Hard work, bro. You really had to work. And I was a hard worker, but I couldn't do that. That was a little different in the summer. You know what I mean? Ooh, I think I got that job in the summer. Man, I wish I could have known that job name. But I ended up like going through something with them, and then I just quit or whatever. And after that, I think I was just trying to find. See, bro, when you that young, bro, you don't really, you ain't never thinking about the future. You thinking about the right now, right? And if you ain't going to school, if you ain't got some kind of trade, you know what I mean? You under 21. It was a lot of stuff though. Like if you know the right people, you could have got you a job around that time, like around $15, $16, $17. You know what I mean? Easy. It's all about knowing the right people, being cool. You know what I mean? Could have got you I could have got a warehouse job that had some growth to it, to where I could have topped out maybe like around $25, $26. You know what I mean? Early. It would have been making bank. Would have already had my own spot. Would have been chilling. So after that place, bro, I think I went to this gas station. Right? Went to the AM PM. Got the AM PM. And then I think I went, I want to say I was at the same, I might have been working both jobs for a time. I might have been working both jobs for the time, bro, just to make ends meet. Cause I had a car. You know, as you start getting older, you start adding more things, right? So when you get your first job, you got nothing. Not even a cell phone at the time. I might have had a cell phone, but it was light. It was with Metro too, so it was light. Just the phone was the big cost. And you ain't really got that much, especially if you ain't got no kids. You know what I mean? You living with somebody, they ain't really telling you to pay rent. I mean, you could give them something, but they ain't really like on you. Especially like your family. They're probably like, if you got a good family, man, they ain't looking like, hey man, help out with the rent. Especially that young, they're probably like, listen, so what's next? Are you gonna save up to get your own spot? That type thing, right? Because that's all they want. Like if you got a good family, they just want you to be on your own, do your own thing, own responsibilities, you know what I mean? That type of thing. So I probably was working both, to be honest. I was double dipping. Then eventually I just stayed full time at the gas station. I worked at the airport gas station. Man, it was just like a bunch of just like jobs where it's just like, right. And then my uncle, shout out to my uncle, man. I know he was probably just watching me, seeing things, hearing things. He was like, listen, man, I know you got all these jobs. You've been doing all these jobs. You should think about getting into trucking, right? So boom, boom, bow, bow. I was just thinking about it. It really wasn't about the trucking. He was just telling me about the money, right? So I was on the money trail. I was on the money thing, right? So boom, hollered at my grandma, gave her the plan, because I had to find a school or whatever, and I think it was like $4,000-$5,000, man. She went to the bank, got a little loan for me, paid the school, went into the school. So this was tough right here. So I would go to school in the morning, right? Got into the school, boom. All right, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get into trucking. I get my CDL. I'm gonna find me a find me a company, and boom, I'm in trucking. This is like, when I say, bro, when people tell you, listen, if I could do it, you could do it, believe them, bro. Because trucking, it was not easy to start. With anything that's new to you, right? It's not easy, but I'm a fast learner. Learned it, boom, boom, bow, bow, bow. But when I was doing my training before I actually like went for the test and all that stuff for the CDL, I was like, you still living your life, right? That's one thing. Luckily, I didn't have no kids. I didn't have nobody serious, right? It was just me. Boom. So I'm going to school in the day. Boom. Learning it from the beginning. Learning it. Boom. Right after school, I got to go straight to the airport to go to work. So that might be, that's like an all day thing. And then the next morning, I got to go back into, I got to go back to school and do it all over again. You know what I mean? So I'm still trying to make money, you know, to pay for maybe like my car and insurance. And I got credit cards and all this stuff. So boom, I knock it out. Boom, knock it out. Boom. First job for trucking, flatbed, system transport, blue trucks, you know what I mean? Please slow down. Out of Washington. Forgot the city, but it's out of Washington. Damn it, Spokane, Washington, man. They still popping, you know what I mean? They still big. If you want to look into them, it's a good company to start out with, you know what I mean? Good trucks. It's all about good trucks, like with the trucking companies. If they give you new equipment, you good to go. You got everything. You straight. No excuses. Anyway, boom. Start with them. Boom. I make like a crazy jump from like $10, right? So let's just say $10, 40 hours, $400 gross, right? A week, right? So I went from real talk. I went from $400 a week gross, right, to $1,200 to probably like $1,213 gross in trucking. You feel me? So that's damn near like a double, triple boost out of nowhere after me going through that, finishing school, going through it, you know what I mean, getting the help and support of my uncle and my grandma to go do it. Bam, knocked it out. Bam, making freaking $1,200-1,300 a week from making like $200 every paycheck, right, every 2 weeks, to making freaking probably like $600 every 2 weeks, to making $1,200-1,300 a week. So that's like 24 at most. Just say minimum. Just say on the low end, $2,000 every 2 weeks. $200, $600, $2,000 every 2 weeks. Like what? Come on, bro. That's ridiculous. So did that, right? Boom, making big money, making good money, right? Boom. This was like maybe like I was with them for about 2 years, right? So 2 years, boom. Got in trouble with my CDL, right? Boom. This is after 2 years. Got in trouble with my CDL, right? Lost everything, right? And I thought it was the end of the world. Like I was so young, and I really just like I just got depressed. I didn't even know about depression, like, but we know what depression is now. I just lost myself because I lost the job. Like I lost everything, bro. Like you talking about being at your highs of the highs. Like you talking about paying all your credit card that you had, maxed out, paid all that off, still had money in my pocket, still had money saved up. Like, and I've been like this since day one, ever since McDonald's. Like, I was a saver, bro. Like, I had freaking ones. I go to the bank when I have my McDonald's job. I'm like, yo, let me get a hundred ones type thing, have it in my drawer, like just saving, bro. I like to save money. But anyway, lost it all, right? Boom. Can't get another trucking job. I'm done. Went from the top straight to the bottom, lost it all, everything. Had to go back to grandma's house, right? Boom. Had to get the warehouse job. So this is my, let me see, McDonald's, construction job, gas station, trucking, right? This is the fourth. This is the fifth job. Boom. I gotta go temp. I'm temporary, right? So I go temporary, and I get this company called McKesson Pharmaceutical, right? But it's not for it's not for them. It's actually for like this the lowest of the lows, man. I had to go janitor. Yep. Janitor at a building called McKesson, right? So I go janitor for a couple years, you know what I mean? Got to pick myself back up. Like, I'm so lucky, like, no kids, no wife, nobody to, like, have to, like, damn, I got it, babe. Like, I'm going to get it back. Yeah, I'm so sorry. Boom, boom, boom. It's just me. Luckily, it's just me. You know what I mean? I know so many people that had kids, multiple kids, wives. Like, just think about it, bro. It's just me. So, like, if I knew what I know now, bro, I just would have like probably went to another trade school, got some other kind of certification, and did something else. You know what I mean? Or just got a regular job quick, cause I have my own spot. You know what I mean? I have my own spot, doing my own thing, paying my own bills. And listen, bro, that's like the best feeling in the world. Even if you live in paycheck to paycheck, you know that you got your own spot. Do whatever you want type thing. That's everything, right? So, boom, fifth job, janitor. Oh, man. Lowest of the lows. But I met a lot of good people, met a lot of great people, you know what I mean? And just with my personality and me being like a good dude, like everybody was cool with me. You know what I mean? Eventually, that led into like they was expanding. You know what I mean? So like with that pharmaceutical, man, they started getting these accounts. They started needing more workers. So this was after 2 years. But I'll say this: after 1 year, because they was always hiring, right? Boom. So I was talking about earlier when saying you want the job, right? So this whole time, I was thinking like maybe I could just go back into trucking, right? Like, boom, CDL, all my license stuff cleared out or whatever, boom. And they was hiring, right? And like people was already vouching for me and everything, like, oh yeah, he cool, blah, 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 blah. You know, you get that vouch, you good. You just got to tell them you want the job. So I go into, and shout out to the lady. I forgot her name, but I don't think she worked there anymore. I think she moved, whatever. You know what I mean? I could have easily got the position, right? Boom. Going to the interview room. Had like 2 interviews, 3 interviews, whatever. I think I was telling her, like, I used to drive or whatever. Woo, 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 woo. So she was like, yeah, so what's going on with that? I was like, yeah, you know, I'm thinking about going. Oh, my God. Don't ever tell an interviewer that you're thinking about doing something else, because that's an automatic. You feel me? So shout out to the homie. His name was Cameron. We both did, like, interviews, and he got the job, right? But I didn't know, like, you know, this is what you got to learn about jobs, too. They ain't going to tell you nothing. They ain't going to tell you that you did not get it at all. They'll tell you if you got it. They'll never tell you you didn't get it type thing. Most jobs, right? So, bam, he got hired. I'm sitting here like, damn, boom, 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 boom. Eventually, it was just like, I think somebody told me, or she might have told me, something happened to where, like, you know what I mean? They thought I wanted to go back into trucking. So I was like, ah. Anyway, uh, let me see, like maybe a year later, they had like a new guy come in or whatever that ran the building. He was hiring again. This time I got the job. So listen, I got the job. I think janitor I was making like 10. And then once I got the job, I started making like 13, 14. You know what I mean? Moved up. I think I got like 15, 16 or whatever, right? And everything was back cool, like just making them jumps, like, you know, from 10 to 13 to 14 to 15, like that's huge, you know what I mean? I was able to like go back, get my own place, you know what I mean? So that was a good thing. Worked there for a few years, and then I was like, you know what? I was just that was the first time I ever thought like future wise and um, buying a house and all that. This is California, right? California, like New York, with the cost of living, and like you need to make some serious money, right? So, not serious money, but you need to be making like 60, 70 at that time, right? And then for like the houses that I want, like the kind of house that I be liking, you wasn't getting that in California, right? So I was just breaking it all down. I was like, man, I'm about to go back into trucking, right? I started all over. I think I went back to a class, regular class, no class, nothing, just a regular license, right? Driver license, no class, no CDL type thing, right? So, boom, start calling around. Good thing with trucking, you always gonna get a job if you keep that license clean, right? So everybody you call, if your license clean, anybody you call, big time company, they bring you in for orientation. You about to get in the truck. They need drivers 24/7 because every week, every Monday, they got new drivers coming in trying to get hired. You know what I mean? For orientation. Say the right things. You be cool. You ain't on. You know what I mean? You ain't hitting the weed. You know what I mean? You gonna get hired, right? Oh shit. What the fuck? Hold on. Oh yeah, I can't really see. Hopefully my trailer's right. I can't really see it. Look like it's sitting. Anyway, yeah, you gonna get hired, right? So I called around and stuff. I was just looking for like, I was like, I'm doing flatbed, right? So boom, got Melton. Boom, got Melton truck lines, man. Same thing as Systems, blue trucks, flatbed. Bam, got the job. And this is when I moved from Sacramento to Arizona. My grandma had passed away. It was just me and my uncle. And yeah, man, I said I was gonna live in a truck. I was gonna stack my money, all that good stuff. And I did it, man. So at that place at the warehouse, I was making like top at the time. I didn't top out yet, but just what I was making, it was like $16, right? So when I went to Melton, I was back in that trucking money, making like 15, 16 a week gross. You know what I mean? Plus, I lived on the truck. So I did have some debt. You know what I mean? And I still had a car. I had a Challenger at the time, so woo, still had that. And I'm so dumb. I should have just gave that away at the time, but I was still paying on. That was kind of like my car when I came home type thing. You know what I mean? And you know, it's a Dodge Challenger. You know how that go. But boom, 15, 16 a week. Back on the road. You know what I mean? No, still no kids. Still no wife. Still nothing serious. Shout out to Melton for giving me that opportunity. So I worked them for about 5-6 years. Right? As soon as COVID come, boom, laid off, right? Back at the house. I chilled for a few months, like around that COVID. I chilled for about, I want to say, dang, when did I come back? In the summer? When did I get laid off? Summer. And then I went back out. So, like, I had some money. You know what I mean? Had some money. Did a few things to get some more money. And I was cool for about 6 months. I tried Uber Eats. I ain't like how that was. You had to work too hard to get. It's too much. Not my thing, right? But, you know what I mean? For me saving my money, for me having a little 401k, for me doing a couple things during COVID, I was good for about 6 months. And then, boom, back out to the road. Central Oregon, Green Trucks. Shout out to them. Shout out to them for giving me an opportunity. Boom. Went with them for like 2 years. Kind of making. They had a higher pay scale, but I think it was just with the times, with the years. You know, every like supposed to just keep going up. You know, cost of living going up, trucking pay going up, right? So I was with them for about 2 years, and then boom, I was like, I'm going home, right? I need to go local. Boom. Shout out to Central Oregon, got paid good, but I was just away from my family. Boom, came home. Boom, went with this company called Ruan, right? They had a little spot, like, you do it overnight where you like delivering bread and stuff. Woo! I did that for like, I want to say I did that for like 2, 3, 4 months, bro. And said, this is not for me. I knew my back would have went out. Something would have went out on my body. It was overnight. It didn't really pay good, bro. I went from like over the road making 18, 19 plus a week to making like 1,000. I was making like 1,000 a week. I said, oh, hell no. Plus the work was just too much, man. We should be making 2,000 plus a week doing that type of route overnight. Just didn't make no money. Good company, good dudes. Shout out to them for giving me the opportunity, but it just wasn't for me, man. So, boom, had to get up out of there, and then we're at where we're at now. You know what I mean? So, went from that 1,000 to I can make like 2,000 and 2,500 a week where I'm at right now. You know what I mean? So, especially when it's hot. You know what I mean? When it's hot, when it get to them hot months. You know what I mean? So we got some downtime right now, but I make it when it get hot, man. I can make some good money. I am away from the fam, you know. I only get to see the fam on the weekend, but we ain't too far apart. You know what I mean? Anything go wrong, I'm right down the street type thing. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that was the job history, man. I ain't really had too many jobs. I ain't really dipped off into too many trucking companies. You know what I mean? That's the job history right there, man. Like, easy, right? All right, man. We had 30 minutes of that plus the little intro earlier. So this gonna be like a 40-minute video I gotta upload. So, and I'm on the road. So let me try to upload that, man. Y'all be good. I'm gonna get to this place. I got about, I want to say 40 minutes. Got about 40 minutes type thing. So yeah, I'm gonna get here safe, man. Y'all stay safe, man, and we out.